Hi, N.A.R.C troopers. Tonight I want to talk to you about how life tends to try to go on without you after narcissistic abuse while you're recovering. And I'm just lying here in bed listening to the rain and the thunder here in Austin, Texas. And it's the middle of the night, trying to get some rest. Get ready to go to sleep. I have a work day tomorrow. It's going to be pretty busy. But I was talking to a friend today. I'll share this with you. And I asked her, how is this going? Your dating thing. You're on Bumble. You're on eHarmony. A couple of other sites. Hinge, I think. Plenty of Fish, POF. Because she talks about she's gone out during this COVID pandemic and met with people, a couple of different guys taking walks around the park, going on a picnic, social distancing, sitting about 8 feet apart in case the wind picks up a germ or something. Anyway, and it just has been problematic for one reason or another. Now, this person is probably ahead of me. She knew that her marriage was over some time ago. And I was blindsided in June of 2019, so that hasn't even been a year yet for me. But she's probably a year ahead of me in processing it, accepting it, coming to terms with what her narcissist husband did to her. So I know she has her moments where things are triggered. She still has anxiety. She still has problems self-regulating, working on herself and things like that. But I want to talk about the moving on thing. Different people tell you different things. At church, I have a church group and they say, wait, don't date for a year or 2 or 3. You'll know when you're ready, and God will send you someone if that's what he wants for you. And if that's not what he wants from you, then you're going to be alone, and you need to be okay with that, because you need to accept that maybe that's God's will. So the church says, wait, don't date, don't go out there, don't be active in any way with the opposite sex when you're in recovery from something. Therapists are more wishy-washy. It seems like they have no true moral constructs, right? I hate to say that, but I think it's true. No real, hey, this is the thing you need to do. It's kind of like, well, how do you feel about that? Well, let's talk about this in terms of your childhood wounding and your toxic programming or whatever, Can't get a definitive answer from those guys. And then you have well-meaning friends and stuff who are like, get out there, I made a Bumble profile. I'm on there, and I put myself out there. But that's as far as I can get, it seems like, because, well, what I was talking about with the friend today, she said her tolerance for putting up with people's bullshit is 0. It's just 0. Because after you've been through some traumatic abuse and you've been through the hell of recovery, there is no way you're going to want to ever go through anything like that again. And I want to say it's hard to trust that you're going to find something out there that's going to be replacing the relationship you thought you had with the narcissist, because you didn't have that relationship. You thought you did, but you didn't. You need to have that hope, but a lot of people that have gotten to the other side of this, they don't have that hope. They don't believe that's possible, and they look for those red flags that say narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, any cluster B personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, whatever. If there's any little teeny weeny itsy bitsy red flag, that's it. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna say out of here. No thanks. No way. Not happening. And so she was commenting on how none of her dates and none of her dinners or any of the thing that she's been doing this for some months now, even before the COVID, and it just, there would always be something that would flag it, that would trigger it, that would set it off and say, no, this is not a good thing. And so I'm thinking it's kind of the same way for me. How do you know when you're ready to try to meet someone else? My ex had there are no words. He said to me, you're going to meet some people. You'll meet someone who reminds you of me. You'll meet people. I see you being with somebody, by the first of the year. And this was 5 months ago. And hasn't happened. I don't even, so here's the thing. When you're recovering from this, there's fear, there's anxiety of connecting with another person, and you're going through such shit that actually, truth be told, you're not capable of being in a relationship. You're not capable of having anything to give because you're still a mess. And you need to work through all of that first. Resolve it. Be okay by yourself, for yourself first, before you venture out and try to do anything with anyone else. But I know that there's milestones. Like for me, the 1-year anniversary of my husband just kicking me to the curb is coming up really soon. The problem is, it's like a flat line. I don't feel anything. They say there's a lot of things that can cause depression, that can cause this numbness, this paralyzing feeling of I feel like a narcissist. I feel like there's like nothing going on in here, right? It's just kind of a flat line. There's not much attraction or excitement or any of the things like a narcissist is capable of doing just like that. He's capable of just flipping the switch and being with someone else in intimate ways just immediately. But people who have a heart and who have feelings and who have a broken heart can't just flick it on. What's the point of just having a physical relationship? Is that healing? I don't think so. What is the point of trying to go walk around the park or date somebody in some way, which is almost impossible to do right now, but to, meet somebody and begin a dialogue with them? What is the point of that when you know that inside you're not capable of being ready to offer anything because you're still broken, you're still hurting, you're still hung up on the bad guy, on the crazy guy that broke your heart? How long does it take? It's crazy, right? How long does it take? I was married 15 years. Someone said to me it takes 6 months for each year. So that's 6 years. It's going to take me 6 years. I'm already not young. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, you can Google it and find out. But I'm not young. And 6 years from now, I could be dead. There's no act 2, second part, like recovery, meeting someone else at that point. I mean, sure, I know people in there. I know a lady. I used to teach with her. She met the love of her life. She was like 69. He was like 72. Yeah, really. And they're blissfully happy like two little teenage lovebirds. How often does that happen, guys? Really? I'll be surprised if I'm still alive in 10 years. So the clock is ticking. I feel a sense of urgency to hurry up and put myself out there and not just do a little texting and then just say, hey, I'm not feeling it, or, it's been nice meeting you, but I don't think I'm ready to do this. Let's not text anymore. Because that's as far as I am, is just the texting stage. And it's just not happening because I'm not ready. So don't rush it. I mean, you don't have to listen to just one like just your therapist or just your church group or just your friends. You have to do what you know is right for you. I don't know how long you were with your person who did the bad thing that they did to you, but I'm going to guess this is not something that you're going to flip a switch and just be over it like that. It's going to take a while. And you don't want to repeat this, right? And that's what's going to happen if you rush it and you put yourself out there before you're ready and you're just doing it out of desperation or loneliness or one of those reasons. You know it's not going to last. You might get a temporary physical something out of it, but it makes me so sad to think about being with another man in that kind of way, because I'm not there. I haven't released what I need to release. I haven't accepted what I need to accept. I haven't healed what I needed to heal. Not yet. I may need 3 months. I may need 6 months. I may need a whole nother year, which is terrible at my age. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I want it to stop hurting. I want to erase him the way he erased me. That's what narcissists do. They just get the big old eraser and just go to town. But you can't force something to happen, and you can't force feelings to be there that are still a little impaired, a little broken, a little damaged. You got to wait until it's real, and you got to make sure that it's healthy. Like my friend told me today, one red flag, she's out of there. She is not going to risk selecting anyone else to be her partner who there's any remote chance that they're not healthy and that they know how to love and to respect her and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the scoop. So, message of the day. Don't rush putting yourself back out there. Go really slow. Maybe put a profile on a couple of dating sites and start texting a couple of guys. But then that's it. That's all. And just tell them, hey, I'm dipping one toe in. One toe. Pinky toe. I'm dipping that pinky toe in to see how that feels to talk to somebody else who's not my ex-husband. It may take a while. It may take some practice. It may take a while to come back to life after something that, you know what it is? If you were in a relationship with a narcissist or sociopath, they murdered you. They killed you. You died after that relationship, and you have to be reborn into being someone else that's different, that's healed, that's you died, right? And so if that's the case, you can't run out there and pretend to be alive because you're not yet. It's a process. It's not linear. It's a 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, good day, bad day, tsunami waves hit you, time to take look what I have close to me here. I have prescription medicine. So when I get it really bad, something really, like I'm having a moment, I take a benzo. I take something to take the edge off and help me just keep going. My God, this is rough. Don't rush it. Dip the one toe in. Do a little text. Do a little flirt. And have a little hope that someday you're going to be whole enough and healthy enough to care about somebody else besides that person who broke you. Because they don't deserve it. They didn't care about you, did they? So, give it some time. Don't run out there with your hair on fire and say, oh my God, I gotta have some. No, you don't. You don't. You can be alone. And it kills me to think about what he's doing. He's not alone. No, he is definitely not alone. And I am. And yeah, that's sad. But you accept it. And you're going to be healed and healthy and whole and capable of experiencing things that narcissist can never experience. You know that, right? You know that. So wait for it. Do it right this time. Let's just, let's get it right. And that means waiting sometimes. And, yeah, it'll happen when it happens and not before. And hopefully we'll make it and stay alive long enough to have one more opportunity, one more chance to love and be loved, right? To love and be loved. Okay, that's it. That's my message. This is the end of May 2020, pandemic time. Please try to be cautious, be respectful of the vulnerable and what's going on around you. This is far from done, and it's real, and it's legit, and there's people dying a horrible death. So try to think about that and just wear your mask. Be cautious. Avoid crowds, social distance. Be responsible about it. Right? That's my final message for today. All right. Have a great week, guys, and much love to you. Bye.